pull up on me. What up, Dogh? I'm back and talking the gang of shit. Blood raw truth. What's good in the hood? Man, so much shit. I don't even know where to jump in the convo at. Just sitting back. There's so much shit going on. So much shit going on. Thank you for the likes. Everybody jumped in. What, y'all miss me? Stop acting like you missed that boy. Y'all miss that blood raw truth I be dropping? I'ma steal your name, man. The true light. What it do? My traitor. Hey, you know what? We can't use the CRT right now because of the critical race theory. We might get confused for some Marxist communist propaganda. Ain't that a bitch? All right, I'ma run it through the mud, bud. I'ma run it through the mud, bud. I'ma go in my veins and get that blood and drop that truth in the booth. Damn, y'all kind of chiming in, huh? Y'all make me go back live. I should throw a goddamn Cash App out there. If y'all start Cash Apping me, I'll tear this thing up. Y'all know me. I'll blow a channel up. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'll talk shit. I'll talk about the gays. I don't give a damn. The comedics, you could get fired. I gotta put my sock on. I was over here changing shoes. I bought me some weird shit. Look at the soles. They just break all the way up. What kind of shit is that? Y'all don't know nothing about that. Somebody bought me these so I can run. They fly though. When you walk, the soles like give. And you faster. You know how you buy a new pair of shoes, you be like, I could fly. I could fly. That's how I felt. I was like, oh shit, I think I could fly. Yeah, so let me jump in anywhere. Let's see. So one good video, y'all can go check out. Let me promote, got me some coffee. Y'all know how we do it. The Morning Cup. Y'all remember that? The Morning Cup. My shit got bitten by a sucker. Tried to call his shit Coffee and Kush. That's okay. Because I know what the real is. I'm going to keep smashing. So, Rob Bourne went on Saw Netta, Saw Satan, Saw Cheddar, Saw Demonic channel. And when they try to go down this lane, when they try to do the pre-Garvey Pan-Africanism, I just pop my goddamn collar and be like, let me see what my students is talking about. Because they know they students. They know they is. Because when I came in the game, the shit I was on was, I was like James Brown. I was before my time with these dummies. Little recap for some of y'all who just tuned in, right? I dropped in the game with, this was my interest. I was like listening to the conscious community, watching all type of history things, reading all kinds of books for the purpose of what information is the black community lacking on the level of trying to become conscious. Let me roll my window up and turn my AC down a little bit so I could hear me talk to you, because I can't hear too well. Yeah, the idea was to come in with information that wasn't repetitive, that wasn't nonsense. And let's just go back to like 2015, right? I was really cracking way before that, because prior to that, we was really on Facebook. We would spend 3-4 days on one thread, back when you could say what you want on the communist Marxist Facebook page. This is why that bullshit that the conscious community be on, that has now extended into mainstream through Black Lives Matter, the communist Marxist gay lesbians. that's how Jesse Lee Patterson, that's how he break down Black Lives Matter. He said, a fat gay lesbians. And if that offends you, it's just because you're a Satanist. And Pit Boss is a bully and is going to offend you. I do that because I don't be begging for money. So I'll be like, well, since I ain't begging for money, well, I might as well cut your goddamn head off. Because if I was begging for money, I would think about it. I'd be like, wait. Gay people got money. I can't be offending the money. And then I'd be just a sellout sucker who only speaks his mind to influence those that actually support YouTube channel. Because these Negroes I got don't support a goddamn thing, but want all the information. And I give it to them. Them the type of Negroes that, come around. But back to the subject. So I come into this consciousness with, here's the problem. Here is the problem. Too many of us have the wrong education. And that education was identified as liberal arts. Yep. Cy Lucifer. I like that one. That's too much to the point, though, man. Real quick, because when y'all start coming, y'all make my mind go everywhere. I'll be forgetting shit, going off topic. But I chimed in on side of the channel because he threw the link out there, because he really got me blocked, so he can't see me chatting and shit. He threw the link. I hit that link and I put a little fake name. I still left kind of me. I think I called it digital. I just put in digital, like digital, because he used to call me digital. What's up, digital? Hey, what's going on, digital? Like, fucking New York faggot. I'm a blasting because, I got that heat. And so I chimed in. He was pissed off. He, of course, he threw me off because he got to get the one up. I was trying to be slick. I was like, I apologize, son. I'm sorry for burning down your fucking show. I'm sorry for exposing you. I'm sorry for being a truth teller. I'm sorry for operating in the spirit around you devils. I'm sorry. They didn't want to hear my apologies. They was demons. I said, well, you want an apology? Well, I got something for you. And I gave him that. Take this to your dog and let him suck that. He didn't like that. But anyway, though, I still influence him tremendously. I influence him so much that he go talk to his squad. He like, look, the realest motherfucker is Pit Boss, right? But we can't give him no shine, because if we shine, we know he gonna cut our head off. And that's why they try to make sure I don't get on the platforms, because they know if I get the energy over here, I'm pulling out the guillotine. I'm going straight for you. Don't make me popular, because I ain't afraid. I'm independent and self-sufficient. To teach to each is what Pitt intended. But the conscious community wants to invade. So I'm going to have to drop these bombs that they lay. And that's self-destruction. You dig? Don't forget, I'll be rapping when I do my shows and shit. Little quick shit, though. I don't really try to all the way. All.
Dogg here today for my.
Sorry, when my phone ring, it's gonna do that. Don't hang up, because I'm not taking calls right now. Don't call my phone. If you watching, don't be calling my phone, because I'll block you if you keep calling me. We back on. I got one of them iPhone 12s, and that shit just, that's what it do. Back to the business, right? So through the Sonetta affiliates, the Legion of Doom, the demonology of the consciousness, right? That's the only way I can put them, because they'll accept everything but the Bible. The Bible is special. It is against all. All. And all hate the Bible. See, I'm cool with someone who don't really adhere to the Bible, but it's one of your books that you'll read, or you'll get something from it and you'll add on with other things that you like, because that means you're open to information. But you can't start telling me that the white man wrote the Bible, but every other book you read, you don't tell me that white man wrote that too. But if he wrote that, that's okay. So if you speak in good English, or you read a science book, and you're not mad that the white man wrote it, then don't be particular about this white man. When you know the white man give you opportunity to have a YouTube channel. The white man give you opportunity to have a cash app. The white man is your savior for all you demons. That's your savior, the white man. Without the white man, you'd be done for. But anyway, though, not to go too hard on the topic, because you demonic people are so sensitive. People, why you just can't be nice? Right? So, Sonetta tries to bring out the information I presented through a combo punch of his satanic, demonic legion over there. But one guy, Rob Bourne, he did a little dissertation going up against some clown ass nigga named JJ 7000 that, what? I mean, straight ghetto clown working in a warehouse. I mean, I don't know if he can read books on his break time, or if he read books on his break, but I mean, this got to be the lowest form of introduction and information is this Sonetta TV shit, right? They getting a little more money though, through the demonology got money. Individually they broke, but there's a pool of money out there. But nonetheless, let me try to zero in on what I'm talking about. So Rob Bourne runs through a little dissertation that execute the JJ 7000 crew, or the dumbass aboriginals, which was the last birth of dumb shit out of the conscious community. That was the last kid, the redhead stepchild to come in, was the aboriginal. They even came in after the flat earther. We had the flat earthers, we got the goddamn Hebrew Israelite, you got the aboriginals, you got the atheists, you got all this nonsense shit that doesn't show up in real life, shit that you just can't really go, where's the flat earth mall at? It doesn't exist. You only find all this shit in Hollywood, in a movie, where they expose these concepts to the illiterate and the influential. The influential like this shit. They love it. But nonetheless, I digress. So Rob Bourne runs through a little dissertation, right? And he can't help that if you go pre-Garvey series, if you go and talk about African Americans, people who descend from Africa through the slave trade, not come up out the ground of Aboriginal America. I'm not talking about them black people. If they were black, if there are any of them, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that had to get it off the boat and then make it happen right here, right? If you're going to talk about the history of them, you about to run into the dissertations of Pitt boss in the conscious community. You're not about to pull out no names that ain't on my channel. But I'll tell you what Rob Bourne did. He did mention a few books that I really didn't get to because no one individual could cover the span of a subject. It's just not enough time, not enough donations. So you want other people to be interested in the topic that they will continue the information and dig a little deeper. And this is what Rob Bourne did. And so he had to acknowledge that our very first group that went to fight against this oppression spawned from the black church. And boy, did he drop books. Boy, did he go in off quotes. And he ran through a hit rock of names. He was so impressive that one of my crew members hit me up and like, man, you see that Rob Bourne dissertation? I said, yeah, I see. I seen about 15 minutes of it. He was like, man, that boy, that was the best hour of Sonetta TV in history. I said, what? Let me go watch the whole thing. So I went back to watch the full thing to understand why he feel that way about some information on Sonetta TV. And then when I seen it, I was like, yeah, because here's what he was forced to do. He himself is an atheist, or he said he's a communalist, which is still a socialist and a Marxist eventually. It's just he doesn't have enough information, or he doesn't want to accept titles that have a bad connotation to it. So he just calls himself a communalist. That's what he told me. So I hit him on a text message with the text message that came to me about how they enjoyed what he did. And when he seen it, he like, oh shit, because they know, motherfucker, I'm the pre-Garvey shit. I'm the goddamn Pan-Africanism before Umar Johnson's bullshit. And that's just my title. Y'all might not like me, but you know nobody else was dropping the information at the time in that arena. And therefore, anybody coming after it that was known at the time, nigga, you a student. There's a lot of you fake ass channels that tried to do it, but your shit weak. Because you tried to avoid the position that the Bible played. So what made Rob Bourne shit so fire was he gave the credit to where the credit was due. And he read the information from those people and what they had to do. And he talked about the African Methodist Church. He talked about Henry Gardner. He talked about David Walker. Now, you know, if you're talking about David Walker on Sonetta TV, you are a goddamn Pitt boss student. Shut your ass up. You know what they don't talk about? They don't talk about Alice Bailey. They don't talk about Aleister Crowley. They don't talk about none of that shit in terms that they agree with this shit. Because that'll expose the outfit that you're wearing. Quickly, that will expose the outfit that you wear. Let me take it out of talking to people who say they don't read the Bible. Oh, they are dumb. I mean, there are some verses. Let me put my charger in because we're going to run out of power. There are some verses in the Bible that explains the attack that the Bible is going to receive, right? And if you think about it, the Bible is attacked by the Hebrew Israelites, the black atheists, the Moorish world. They try not to bang, but they be banging. The Muslims here in America, dumb niggas who just don't read at all, you know, they're starting to attack. Black Lives Matter attack. The Democrats attack it. It's attacked by Muslims overseas. It's just all the way attacked all the time. Sinetta can't even do a show if the Bible ain't mentioned. Period. It must be a 24-hour drill on a book written by white men about everybody but white men. They got to put a full blast drill on it. And I don't know how they come together to do this, but the Bible said it would be done. And though it's been done for century after century, even within the church, they have formulated demons to take positions in the church to put out propaganda or misunderstandings about the teachings that's within the book, and also abuse the powers given to the bishops and those in the structure of the church, to where we have what is called false prophets, false teachers, blah, 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 right? With all of that shit going on, I sat back and said, the reality is that the surface, if the gospel was a building, and all these people that are attacking this building was throwing everything they got at it, only the surface rocks would be slightly damaged. Nothing in the interior of the church is affected. And thus, it continues to do what it came to do. Right? You cannot have a great debate if the Bible isn't, if you're on some spiritual conversations, if you're going to disagree about two spiritual systems, if it's not some other system versus Bible, the shit is weak. Tell me when the last time you went to YouTube and said a Muslim versus an atheist, an atheist versus a Moor, the Nation of Islam versus Sunni Islam. They don't debate. They don't debate because they know they shit weak, and that would be weak. Only thing good is to see if you can one up that Bible in some kind of way. So back to Rob Bourne, so I can move on with the conversation, but I want to complete that thought. So we get Rob Bourne on the phone, right? Because, you know, he know that, boy, if you start talking about this type of shit, you all in our lane. We drilled it too deeply. We went too broad. We exposed too much, and you can't just come in to anybody who's been around the conscious community and really know what's really going on and act like you're introducing subject matter that hasn't been drilled, right? So he calls. He like, what's up? We said, man, we like what you did for the level that you able to do it on. We appreciate it. What Rob Bourne did is he chopped the head off the Comedics, the Moors, the Muslims, all of them, without really trying to cut their head off. He did, because he didn't show any of those systems in the process of freedom fighting for freedom. And you know what they say, well, we got stripped of our knowledge when we got on that boat. We forgot everything. Here's something I got to throw out there for you Aboriginal dum-dums. African culture, through language, dance, dress, Lots of things survived the Atlantic slave trade. Right now, you could pull up a breakdancing video from the 1980s and then go get a clip from the 1950s in Africa, where some white boy was somewhere in Africa filming the Africans dancing, ritual dancing, and all of a sudden they start breakdancing. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? And that heartbeat of the drum banging in the jungle, that's that 808 kick drum rocking in the rap game. That vibration survived the Atlantic slave trade. That's just through dance. Culture, braids, cornrows, and a specific style of braids, a specific way they're doing cornrows, survive traditionally through that slave trade. But way more bullseye than that is language. Among black folks cooking what we call soul food, which is really international cooking, created in slavery, doesn't exist before, but lives now. When you think of soul food, you're looking at the foundation of international cooking, because the slaves had to cook food coming in from every direction, from the Caribbeans, from Germany, from Africa, from America, and mix it up in a gumbo. Give it to you in a stew. Rock it down in a barbecue. And they created an international food. And one of the foods within it that survived the Atlantic slave trade, some of you like this food, some of you don't. It's called okra. Okra is from West Africa. Okra is a language in Africa, a word of a language in Africa. And the food itself comes from Africa through the Atlantic slave trade. Planted in the South, grown everywhere, and became food culture in America. And what we call Southern cooking, soul food, however you want to do it, however you want to label it. Boom. What we can't find in what we call black culture today is no Aboriginal shit. I don't see Aboriginal braids. I don't see no Aboriginal outfits, that survived and became part of the black culture. And especially no Aboriginal words are part of our vocabulary. But guess who maintained Aboriginal language in modern culture today? The white man. How'd he do it? He named things based on that language. Mississippi, Oklahoma, Utah, Chattahoochee. These are things that I ride around Atlanta and see every day. Alabama, all that's Aboriginal. Ain't no niggas associated to none of it. None of it. You don't name your kids Mississippi. You ain't have a nephew named Oklahoma. You ain't got a grandfather named Utah. None of that. But the white man do. He names his states that he's conquered after these tribes. After he conquered them, to remember who he conquered, he just put their name on that shit. Put their name on that shit so we'll remember who ass we kicked over there. Nebraska. They kicked some Nebraskan Indians' ass and then named the state after them. Here lies Nebraska. Some dumbass niggas who didn't have modern technology when we arrived, and we showed them what kind of penalty that's going to be. That's the white man. But when he went to Africa, when he went to Africa. He named the lake Lake Victoria. Mm-hmm. Did he name Ghana? He might have named Ghana. I don't know. Whatever he did, he didn't name none of that shit, no Aboriginal names in West Africa. But when he came over to America, he didn't even start off naming shit after them. He was like, this gonna be New York. This gonna be New Hampshire. This gonna be Maine. He was doing his own shit. But as he pushed past that, and he started knocking them down, he was like, just name this shit after them so we remember who ass we kicked over here. But he didn't name the food after him. We ain't got no Aboriginal food. Name some shit. Since you niggas is conscious, name some shit. Tell me what black folks eat in the tradition of soul food that's kind of, identified with us. Give me the name of some cornbread, gumbo, okra, meatloaf, stewed chicken, oxtails. Give me some shit named Aboriginal. It don't exist. It don't exist. Now, this must be a conspiracy. It must be a conspiracy by the white man to make us forget that we are the Aboriginals. He named the state after us. He named some baseball teams after Aboriginals. He named the river after Aboriginals. Out here in Atlanta, we got the Chattahoochee River. That shit run far, all the way out of the state of Georgia. But we don't identify with it. Nor does it pop up in pre-Garvey history. If you're not familiar with what I mean by pre-Garvey, the conscious community, these culture vultures, these conscious culture vultures, took the red, black, and green Christian flag and satanized it, put a Marxist communist paradigm to it, and made it radical. And it was never meant for a radical purpose. You can't operate economics through radical means. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. So, after Rob Bourne did that breakdown, they was calling in. You should have heard the calls from these sucker ass niggas that call in the show. Oh my God, Rob Bourne, that was amazing. Like when he brought out the David Walker or whatever he hit with, like they heard some shit for the first time. Which they probably did, because, they sure wasn't over here at Pitt Boss channel. But they praised him. Unlike what they do when one of them other guys get up there and, give us some information. I'm like, shit, that's all my shit. I could just send you 1,000 videos on all that shit. Going in for hours. 8-hour shows. I used to do 8-hour shows. For free. For free. But nonetheless, after Rob Bourne, Sinetta, he know the topic is hot. He know it's relevant and it connects the dots to everything else that he's about promoting. He bring on the gayest guy he got. The LGBT mascot. Gay Bari. And Gay Bari is about to do the remembrance of the Wall Street massacre. And since I'm real keen on information, Jabari is mixing critical race theory into his comedic paradigm to try to get the eye of the Democrat Party that he may be invited to join Don Lemon for a cup of fucking coffee on Morning Joe. This nigga think I don't know what he's trying to do. That's his key to success. He wants to run down that if he could get a toehold on the larger YouTube population, he would barely visit Sinetta. He would barely he would be like polite barely come on that channel because he found the lane that he paying bills without Sonetta. And that's all they looking for. Can I do this without Sonetta? And out of here. They out of here. In an insto. Hit that goddamn like button if you want me back on tomorrow. For some more of this heat in the seat. This heat from the driver's seat. You dig? But Gabari, I couldn't really get through all his. I just ain't got time. I can't listen to gay people talk for hours about nothing. Not a goddamn thing. It ain't because I don't like you. It's because your energy enters me with a bad vibration. And I have to expel you from my nation. Forcefully or not. Doesn't matter. I'd rather you walk out on your own, but I love to do it by force. If you should not want to take it, heed to the weed that I'm smoking. I got a couple of likes. I'm coming back on tomorrow. Get ready for the counter punch. I'm gonna call that show the counter punch. I'm going in on one of these devils. Damn it! Hold on. I'm gonna fuck this whole show up. I'll be right back. I told you I'll be right back. My phone banging off, so you know I got other shit to do that actually pays me. Cause you know, matter of fact, if y'all wanna donate for tomorrow's show, all you gotta do is go in my thread. It should be like a PayPal link. You can pay with anything. And remember, I can't do nothing with your $5. This goddamn truck drink $80 worth of gas when I hit the gas tank. Make you thank from the gas tank. But I'm not begging though, because you know, I do me before I ask you to do anything for me. But if you really tired, or if you really feel like the conscious community need a shot of that pit boss, you gonna have to support it. What else do you want me to do? I ain't got time for this shit. I take an L fucking with this shit. I take a real L to even come on here and expose my position, because I'm worse than Candace Owens. I'm worse than Donald Trump. You think Donald Trump racist? Nigga, I'm racist. I hate black people. I'm just full shit. I love you niggas. But nonetheless, I know what I say is violent to a devil. It sounds violent to their ear. They go crazy. Oh my God, did he just say praise Jesus? They go crazy. And even to those who follow that Bible, whatever little scratch they from, they hate when I come on and tell they ass, you're waiting on Jesus, you're a futurist, and no, the Hebrew Israelites ain't got a goddamn thing to do with the goddamn kingdom of God at all. You don't even belong. But let me run through this, because now I gotta get over to somewhere. I think I can drive and talk for a little minute. That'll be okay. I got about 10 minutes to try to rape y'all with the realest shit I know. But nonetheless, we will, well, I don't know. I'm gonna go to my PayPal and see if it's $100 in there. And if it's $100 in there by tomorrow for Memorial Day weekend, if I get to 200, I will do an 8-hour show. I will stay on all goddamn day. I will let you see me ball till I fall. And I might be inspired to bring the game back. Hustle with the game as if it's a gang of crack. Y'all lost and not knowing. I'm here and I'm still showing. I'm in the jobs to hit them up. Y'all know what it is. Pit boss. Biatch. Baby. Pit boss. It's nothing. I listen to all these channels. It is nothing out there that can fuck with me. Nothing. If it is, email me for a debate, nigga, on your channel. I'll eat your ass up. Pick the topic you can win at best. That's what we can talk about. Whatever the hell you think you know something about, I'll go microwave educate myself on that topic. All I need is 2 hours on the topic, and I'll come over there and beat you with a bat. That's how I get down. Because I'm already built for madness. But nonetheless, I digress, just to get a little bit of hair on my chest. And so real quick though, so we got this thing where they realize we got to get that STEM program out there, but you can't get the STEM program out there without giving up the church. If you want the STEM, you got to take the church with it. Without the church, you can't get the STEM. I'm telling you, it's got to come with it, or you ain't gonna get it. Satanists are not the perfecters of the STEM: science, technology, engineering, mathematics. If you don't have God, you will not have none of that. None of that. Because when you get into mathematics, you're going to realize that everything is mathematics connected. And because it is, it means that it has a specific design that cannot be by chance. Impossibilities. So many impossibilities that things can be subjective or by chance. It is impossible. It is all critically designed. And when you get into critical design, you rocking with God now. You might not accept it the way one might push it to you, but that's where you're getting. That's where you're getting. And so because of that, I'm going to beat you down. Because we got a history in America that put us so fly on this planet that to this day, the heartbeat we send to the world influences everything. We are not sending the comedic heartbeat around the world. We are not sending the Aboriginal heartbeat around the world. We are not sending the atheist heartbeat around the world. We are sending the gospel. The gospel around the world through African Americans on every continent under all degrees of thought. If you don't agree with that, you're uneducated, or you're a liar, or you just have bad comprehension, or you hate facts. That's it. That's what we export from African Americans in America. The greatest is the gospel. That's what we export. If you leave this country and you ain't got that to export with you, when you get to where you going, you ain't talking about shit when you get there. Not nothing great. Now, you can leave here with a boat full of dough and make a killing. All over the world. But you still ain't gonna have the impact of Christianity from the African Americans in that same goddamn town when you get there, regardless of what you feel about the Bible. If you ain't locked in, you ain't gonna get in. That's the fact, Jack in all black. Am I at the right spot? Because I do not. Oh, hell no. I'm at the wrong spot. Hold on. But the time allotted for me to Dogh has been succeeded. And I'm going to have to end this call. Did you hear what I had to say? The time allotted for me to Dogh has been succeeded. My PayPal is Digital Pitt / Digital Pitt Boss, baby. If this has been a blessing during the lesson, and you feel like you didn't stop guessing, and you want to get right to the message, hit that shit and write a note and be like, Pitt, we miss you. That's all you gotta say. And Memorial Day, I'ma blow Sinetta away and his Legion of Doom. And any other clown. And we can talk about a whole lot of other stuff outside of the conscious community that's pretty popular, like Charlemagne the God. I tuned into that bullshit. And Hollywood niggas. And I go to the subjects that they say get you banned off YouTube and kill it. Not giving a fuck. Fuck them. Fuck them. They can't stop me. You know, it's summertime, and I'm about to get back on the road, and they're gonna hit 100 states. If you want me to come to your city, get with my itty bitty committee, and I promise you, I'll pull up in your city. I'm pull up on me. What it do though? What up though? Pull up on me. Pull up. How that little kid